Hello students, welcome back to the e-learning classes. Today we will start a new topic in the journal entries, that is compound journal entry. There are two kinds of journal entries, single journal entry or simple journal entry and a compound journal entry. What are simple journal entries? When one account is being debited and one account is being credited. But sometimes two or more transactions related to one particular account takes place on the same day. So we can do is to, instead of passing different entries for the same day, we can pass a single journal entry. Suppose if we are paying salary and wages on a single day, you can either pass two entries: salary account debit to cash account, wages account debit to cash account, or rent account debit to cash account. Or you can simply pass a collective entry or a compound entry that says salary debit, rent debit, wages debit to cash account. So a compound journal entry is an entry in which one account is debited and two or more accounts are being credited, or on the other hand, one account is being credited and two or more are being debited, or in case of like opening entries, two or more accounts are being debited and two or more accounts are being credited. So whenever there is more than one account either being debited or credited, then that journal entry is called a compound journal entry. So now moving to the question number 4, we have a few transactions in which we will use these compound journal entries. This also includes the discount column. Like the first point said, paid cash to Mahesh and discount received from him. We are paying cash and also receiving discount. That means Mahesh will be debited and cash and discount will be credited. Next being received cash from Arun. Cash is coming into business. We are allowing him discount. That just means there is an expense and Arun is the one who is giving that. The next being goods sold to Harish of worth rupees 30,000, and then he returned goods worth rupees 2,000. That means we still have to receive 28,000 from him. The next point is received cash from Harish 27,500 in full settlement. He had to pay 28,000, but he's paying only 27,500, and that too in full settlement. That means the remaining 500 will be adjusted as discount. Next is sold goods to Gopal of list price 60,000 at 10% trade discount. We have sold goods to Gopal of 60,000 10% trade discount. Now trade discount will be deducted. Trade discount will be deducted, but will not be shown. So the purchase will be of 54,000 only. So sales will be. And then when we are purchasing goods from Ravi of list price at 15% trade discount, so in this the purchase will be of 20,000 less 15%, that is of 17,000. The entries will look something like this. The first point, we are paying to Mahesh, so Mahesh will be debited. Mahesh will be debited by 10,000. Cash is going out of business, so it will be credited, and we are receiving discount, so it will also be credited. So then it will be Mahesh debit to cash to discount received. Similarly, in the next one, we are receiving cash from Arun and we are allowing him discount. So cash is coming into business, cash account debit, डिस्काउंट अलाउ किया है, लॉस है हमारे लिए, डिस्काउंट अलाउड डेबिट टू अरुण. नेक्स्ट हरीश डेबिट टू सेल्स. दैट मीन्स वी हैव सोल्ड गुड्स टू हरीश ऑन क्रेडिट. हरीश will be debited and sales account will be credited. The next point is he returned goods to us. Harish returned goods to us, so goods are coming into business. Goods are coming into business, so sales return account debit, and Harish is the giver, so he will be credited. The entry will be Harish sales return debit to Harish. When we sold goods to Harish, the entry was Harish debit to sales account. And now when we are when he is returning goods to us, it will be sales return debit to Harish. The next point is he paid 27,500 in full settlement. Now Harish had to, we have sold goods costing 30,000 to him. He had returned 2,000. That means he still had to pay 28,000. But it's the question states he is paying 27,500 and that too in full settlement. देखिए दो तरीके से हो सकता है. इफ एक तो होता कि he paid 27,500, then there was no point of discount. But when it is mentioned that he has paid in full settlement, that means the remaining amount will be adjusted in discount account. The entry will be cash account debit 27,500, discount allowed debit 500, and Harish will be credited by 28,000. The next point is sold goods to Gopal of list price at a trade discount of 10%. As we have already discussed in chapter number 2 and again in chapter number 9, that if there is any trade discount, that will be deducted but not recorded. That means if we are purchasing goods for 60,000, we are selling goods for 60,000, we will not record it at 60,000 but at the discounted rate. 60,000 का है but discounted rate कितना 10% लेस करके 6,000 लेस करके it will be shown at 54,000. We have sold goods to Gopal, entry will be Gopal debit to sales account, but the amount will be 60,000 less 6,000, that is 54. Similarly, in the last point, we have purchased goods from Ravi of list price 20,000 at 15% trade discount. Goods are coming into business, purchase account debit, Ravi is providing that he will be credited, but the amount will be again 20,000 less 15%, that is 17,000 से entry हम लोग करेंगे. So trade discount will be deducted but not recorded, but if this is cash discount, it will be shown separately. Like if we are receiving discount, it will be credited, and we are allowing discount, it will be debited. So these were some questions based on trade discount and cash discount, as well as the compound journal entries. In the next video, we will further add on the topic. Till then, take care and have a great day.